Justin Warner and the Mira Costa Mustangs for the second time in less than a week. Unreal five-set battle. Obviously, you guys pulled it off at home against Loyola. We know that even with the recent dominance that you've had against Redondo Union, that it's always going to be an incredible showcase, and it was tonight. They got this one in 5 sets, but what do you feel like you guys learned in terms of really being able to kind of find some extra options and find some extra answers, especially down 14-7 in the fourth, to be able to come back, just like you did down 2-0 to come back against Loyola, and what do you feel like are maybe some of the details that still need to be cleaned up before you go to Hawaii and obviously get ready for the postseason?
I think we played a pretty good game, but I think we need to come in more as a team, huddle after every play. We're kind of just going back to our own, positions, and we're just playing by ourselves. So I think we just come together, play together more, be more of teammates, and I think we can come out with a win.
In terms of letting there be more separation than you guys would probably like, certainly that Greg would probably like in the first half of the sets, right? We know that when this team wants to push and make surges and gets them out of system and and is really effective in serve receive, that you can do what you did in the fourth set. But obviously it was the unfortunate circumstance in the first and third as well, that it's when you're looking up down 6, looking up down 5, obviously you were able to remain pretty even back and forth in the fifth all the way up to the end. But how important is it going to be, again, getting ready for Hawaii and obviously getting ready for the postseason, that it's we need to set the tone early on and not put ourselves in a situation where we have to keep pulling things out of our back pocket and making these magical surges?
I mean, like you said, we always seem to come out kind of just down, not really excited, always at the start, first 2 sets, first set. Like I said though, I think just coming together and just huddling after every play, I think that's gonna give us a community, we want to be here, we want to play, we want to win. They're a really good team, they're a really good serving team, they're really scrappy, right? But it's just some little plays that we just come together, talk about the next play. Hey, maybe he's serving, whatever it is. Come together, talk about it, and yeah, I mean, we're a good enough team to come out with these wins.
I mean, you can only be the best Justin Warner, obviously. Mira Costa can only be the best version of itself, but Mira Costa had not only beaten them 6 times in a row, but hadn't allowed a set. Was there anything that you saw in them, whether it was from Boyce, from Everett, just the way Tommy was moving the ball around, that I mean, obviously, you went to 5 against Loyola. They played it to 5 against Loyola. Comparison is the thief of joy. But just in terms of the film study and the breakdown to get ready for them, and what you saw tonight, do you feel like that they have risen to a different level? Did you guys expect that even before the first serve tonight?
Well, we know they're a great team, right? We're all teammates in club, right? So we all know each other. So we knew they were going to be good. We knew they were going to be a tough serving team, good scrap, just everything. They're a good team. They're a lot better than last year. They have pretty much all the same guys. So I mean, we knew they were a good team. We obviously just beat Loyola, and a lot of our guys are sick for these past few practices. That's not an excuse, but I'm just saying they haven't really had a good practice, and I think the next time we play them, we'll be different for sure.
And last thing to that point, in big picture, when talking with Greg, talking with the group, as when you beat Huntington Beach, and when you beat winning the regional final and winning the state title, going back to the loss to Marion, it was hey, given those learning experiences in March or April, it's like the best possible situation, because you don't want to have to learn that tough lesson in a section championship or regional championship or a state championship in May, right? So like you said, just in terms of like there's a lot of the same guys, but there's a lot of new guys, and obviously Andrew's not setting, and Jake, just in terms of the cohesiveness and the unity, even through 25 matches, like does that still take time to make sure that everything's on point come May?
I mean, yeah, I think it still takes a little bit of time. I think this game really kind of like, jump started us, where like, hey, we need to come together. We're not as good as a team, like, as our, like, individually, we're not as good as a team as last year. We don't have, Grayson Bradford, we don't have these key players, but, we're still a really good team. We just need to bring it together more, and, be more of a team, and I think we could win these games for sure.
Most definitely, Justin. And first and foremost, I hope everybody gets healthy, enjoys, gets past Peninsula, enjoys spring break, and obviously really is able to lock in Hawaii. Because guess what? We may not have to wait till the end of the regular season. You guys might see them again over on the islands between now and then. Like I said, stay healthy and best of luck going forward.
Thank you.